It always seems impossible until it's done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. Difficulties break some men, but make others. Let freedom reign. The sun never set on so glorious a human achievement. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. History will judge us by the difference we make in the everyday lives of children. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. There can be no greater gift than that of giving one's time and energy to help others without expecting anything in return. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another. It is in your hands to make a better world for all who live in it. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. A fundamental concern for others in our individual and community lives would go a long way in making the world the better place we so passionately dreamt of. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. There is no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. We must use time wisely and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity. It is an act of justice. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. As long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. Education is the great engine of personal development. If you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. I am not the only one who did not want revenge. A great majority of South Africans did not want it. There is no such thing as part freedom. Peace is not just the absence of conflict. Peace is the creation of an environment where all can flourish. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is the difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. We must strive to be moved by a generosity of spirit that will enable us to outgrow the hatred and conflicts of the past. I dream of the realization of the unity of Africa, whereby its leaders combine in their efforts to solve the problems of this continent. As long as many of our people still live in utter poverty, as long as children still live under plastic covers, as long as our people are not free, we cannot rest. It is wise to persuade people to do things and make them think it was their own idea. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end, he and the other side must be closer, and thus emerge stronger. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. A critical, independent, and investigative press is the lifeblood of any democracy. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. Live life as though nobody is watching and express yourself as though everyone is listening. The above are the life wisdom quotes for this episode. Which quote is your favorite? Please leave a comment to tell us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you next time.